On today's episode of Man Crush Monday, we shine the spotlight on a Nigerian iconic musician, Sunny Okosun. Get ready to dive into the life, legacy, and impact of the man who helped shape the music industry in Nigeria. Sunny Okosun was a Nigerian musician who was known as the leader of the Ozidi band. He named his band Ozidi after a renowned Ijaw River god. But to Okosun, the meaning was there is a message. He was one of the leading Nigerian musicians from the late 1970s to mid-1980s. Okosun's brand of African pop music, Ozidi, is a synthesis of Afrobeat, reggae, and funk music. From 1977, he became known for protest songs about Pan-Africanism, freedom, and a few other social and political issues affecting Africans. In the early years, Okosun worked with a notable Enugu drama studies teacher, Professor John Okweri, who was a member of the Mbari Club. The movement started by Uli Baya, with J.P. Clark and Wale Soyinka was a meeting spot for artists and writers. It was there that Okosun began to develop an interest in music. Appearances at the Eastern Regional Television Station gained him notice from Mariam Okagbue, who bought him a guitar and encouraged him to continue working on music. In 1965, he was a participant in a drama group that won the first prize at a competition. The group's winning play was a dramatic version of J.P. Clark's Song of a Goat and Okweri's Masquerades. As the winning group, they represented Nigeria in the 1965 Commonwealth Arts Festival held in London. He used the opportunity to tour England, attending concerts by the Rolling Stones, The Who, and Herman's Hermits. When he returned, Okosun joined the cast of Ukornu's Club, an Eastern Nigeria television variety show, where he was able to showcase his guitar-playing abilities. In 1966, he joined the band The Postmen as a rhythm guitarist. The band played the music of Cliff Richard, Elvis Presley, and the Beatles. At the onset of the Civil War, Okosun and his family, who were from the Midwest and not from Eastern Nigeria, had to flee the region and move to Lagos. In Lagos, he worked as a stagehand for a television station and jammed with a number of groups. In 1969, he found steady work as a second guitarist in Victor Wifo's Maestros. Wifo, still riding on his hit, Jerome, took his band to a tour in Japan and Europe. While he was with Wifo, he honed his skills in musical composition by experimenting with a fusion of African and rock rhythms. From 1972 to 1974, he led a band that was originally called Paperback Limited, but later regrouped as Ozidi. Prior to regrouping as Ozidi, he and some members of his group teamed with Fela and his group, the Kula Lobitos, to play gigs in the Yaba area of Lagos. On forming Ozidi, Okosun released several albums either with the band or as a solo artist. The albums included Ozidi, Living Music, and Ozidi for Sale. His early Ozidi sound combined the highlife roots of his Edo heritage with a touch of guitar riffs. He had his first break with the single Help, which was a single in the album Ozidi for Sale. It sold close to 100,000 copies in Nigeria. The lineup of the Ozidi band was headed by Okosun as lead vocalist, supported by 3 backup dancers, a trombone player, keyboardist, bass, and trap drums. Towards the late 1970s, Okosun began to release a string of reggae-infused Afropop music. His 1977 song Fire in Soweto became a major international hit and his first gold album. He was featured on the anti-apartheid album Sun City, and his song High Life was on the soundtrack of the 1986 film Something Wild. He released another LP album, Power to the People, followed with a tour in some Nigerian cities. He released his first American album in 1980 for Under Shinochi Records. His next American record, Which Way Nigeria, was released in 1985 under the EMI label in Nigeria and licensed to Jive Records for international promotions. His mainstream success started to fade in the late 1980s, but he continued his career as a gospel musician under the name Evangelist Sonny Okosun. Okosun died aged 61 of colon cancer on the 24th of May 2008 at Howard University Hospital, Washington, D.C. He was buried at his residence on Yaya Abatan Street, Ogba, Lagos, Nigeria. Follow us on all our social media platforms at _twins official for more stories like this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.